My name's Alan Dawson and I'm a blacksmith. I'm doing the heavier metalwork items. I'm making the external signs and roundels that go on the front of the building, and at the moment working on a big oval lighting ring. And after that I'll be making a baldacchino, and beyond that a gallery screen, a length of balustrade. Replicating the Mackintosh metalwork is quite geometric, most of it. There is some heavily forged sections in some of the work, but a lot of it is very neatly folded and bent and fabricated, riveted, welded constructions. So for the curvilinear stuff, the heavily forged sections, it's getting a furnace, getting stock sections of steel bar. I'm using steel rather than wrought iron, and I think in fact that a lot of the work there's some work that exists from that time on does seem to be made of steel rather than iron. It's called wrought iron work generically, but in fact I think he used steel. It had been invented by then. So I'm using steel, getting it hot in a furnace and then hammering it into different sections and shapes, curving it, bending it, and then riveting it or welding it. Well, the favourite part of being involved in this is the research, really. After you've researched it, you've got the heavy spade work, which you've got to do to get the pieces finished, but meeting the people involved in the trust and going to the Huntarian and looking at the archives and old photographs and drawings and so on, that's been the really interesting, and it still is, because it's not finished. That's kind of ongoing all the way through as we make things. We need to keep cross-referencing back to the original photographs, because that's about all there is as a reference point. So that's been the best bit, looking at the original works. There are no drawings of the only drawings that exist are elevations of the building and sections of the building, and even they are very, very, very brief in their detail. Quite how the original builders were able to build the building from that, unless a lot of it's been lost. But compared to modern architects' drawings, where everything is dimensioned, and it says clearly on the drawings, do not scale from this drawing, it seems that people had to scale from fairly small scale drawings that Mackintosh himself did. It's a real privilege to actually be involved in something which allows me to be working on things that were designed by a hero of mine, I suppose. I've looked at Mackintosh's work over the years. For me, it's, I don't know, it's that final reward of seeing what effort you've put in is there for good and will inspire others, hopefully. It certainly inspired me by being able to do it. But on this particular project, it's, as I was saying before, it's having the opportunity to make things that were designed by CRM, Charles Rennie Mackintosh, so it's great.